Good afternoon to one and all here. We will be starting in 5 minutes.
Good afternoon.
Myself, Deepika Jain, this session will be moderated by me. On behalf of the Global Knowledge Research Foundation, I welcome you to the 8th International Conference on ICT Sustainable Development, that is ICT4SD. This conference is being held in a hybrid mode. The physical conference was held at Goa on 3rd August, and the virtual event is being held on 3rd and 4th August. All right. In this technical session, we have 10 presenters. Each presenter would be getting 7 minutes for their presentation, 7 to 8 minutes. And on by 7 minutes, I would be raising a gentle reminder. Okay, 2 minutes for question and answers. And before I start, I would like to introduce you to our session chair. That is, just a minute. Mahipal Singh Diora. He is currently assistant professor at Bhopal Nobles University, Udaipur, India. He has 32 research papers in his international journals, and he has a PhD scholar awarded as well, and invited speaker and keynote address in various international conferences, book published with international publication, and his research domain includes network security. I welcome you to the conference, sir. Okay, so we can begin with our first presentation. We have our first presenter, Ritesh.
Yes, ma'am. I am Abhishek Limpure, behalf of Ritesh.
Just a minute, Ritesh. Just a minute. Okay, so you are presenting a paper on content recommender system based on users' reviews, right?
Yes, ma'am. I am Abhishek.
Right. Please share your screen.
Yeah.
Faster, please. I request all the participants to be ready with their presentations, as if the next presenter is not available, I would be calling out the next one. Yeah, so be ready with your presentation. And I request the participants to stay with us till the end of the conference, if possible. Yeah, I can see your screen. You can start with the presentation.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Abhishek Limpure. I am giving to the presentation behalf of Ritesh Limpure. So today, project title is Content Recommendation System based on user review and the other guidance in the Professor of Pune Tendre. So what is the recommendation? Recommendation is the process in which the personalization, one of the main reason of implementation recommendation system to personalize user experience, in which the user get personalize their information and implement in the recommend process. The recommend are used to improve their enhancement and increase the revenue sales in progress like e-commerce platforms. Recommendations are very beneficial in today life. They use in many platforms like e-commerce, Salesforce, and that uses. And what is recommended? In a recommend system, there are the three types: the collaborative filtering, hybrid, and content-based. First, they are collaborative are based on the two, like a memory-based and the model-based. And the content-based is recommend two types: is the cumulative-based and the data only. The approaches. What is the collaborative recommendation? Collaborative is the preference in which the user can user to user collaborative filtering and user to user in which they have the similarity of the users, like item to item that similar in the collaborative, and content based in which the user has their information and they recommending to the past history of the uh, user. And this last is the hybrid, in which hybrid the combinations of a collaborative system and the content based recommendation. These are the literature review of the full literature review we can guide from this. And first going to the purpose methodology. The project is a combinations of a memory-based and the model-based algorithm and content features. It is a hybrid uh, recommendations in which the memory-based in which the recommended is directly interact with database. The, the model-based user the transaction means that the data can transition in the process of recommendation. And the model-based, the user can to create their rating each of the access and expecting the worth of rating item in the uh, model based in the technically the data mining we can use. And the first is the a priori algorithm. A priori algorithm we can use in our project. This a priori algorithm is the frequent item sets and their uh, uh, frequent item sets and the individual item can be database and the collect the large amount of the data and the merge in which we using the data mining also. The data mining is the process the use of the data in the data mining and the collect and extensions of a huge data for the marketing strategy, increasing sales and decreasing cost. The data mining process analyze the large batch information to decrease and sense of patterns. Why the algorithm we use? Because the algorithm is a conditional rules and conditional classic algorithm among with the mining algorithm. This is the handle to ready and database applies many mining association rule. And this is the prior algorithm. This is the advantages. Recommendation process. In this project, the recommendation, the user can get the login in this login and then register ourselves and they create their own and login in the and register their self and then the data are saved in our frequent attempts and then they after reviewing they comment and after reviewing they comment sections are used in the and they comment it. And this is the user-oriented recommendation. The user can approach the filling the form and they take a comment section and they get the review in the database and give the comment section review. Like that, the new user can approach to the registration, then directly display on the content with the review in this user-oriented recommendation. This is a flow diagram of the application. We start is the two birds, the user and the admin. The user get firstly the user get a new registration and after that login they view their movies like related recommendation and the recently movie they can be viewed in their comment sections and admin can upload it their movie and review view they show by the user in this flow diagram. This is the result of a project. It is a containment. Firstly, the admin can log in and there put their means the movie uploaded, and then after that the user can see their in their profiles after that registrations in that. And use the uh, we use in the process like a we use in a graphically in which the comments are used uh, in graph. We can easily understand and recommend that. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you for your presentation. It was a very good presentation. Okay, we'll move further. Just a minute. Okay. Do we have Anam Rohan Venkatasai here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you are presenting a paper on design and surveillance system using wireless technologies, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So you can start sharing your screen.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Not yet. Faster, please. Shikha, if there is a problem, you can fix the issue and come back. I can take you next. Do we have Yash? Yash here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yash,
Yes, ma'am.
you can. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I ready.
Share your screen.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, is your screen is visible?
Yes, it's visible. You can start.
So, hello, good afternoon, everyone. So, we are from Vishwaram Institute of Information Technology, Pune. So, topic for our research paper and our project is designing an electronic ticketing system for local commuter and transportation. So, this paper is presented by me, myself, Yash Aire, and my other team members, Atharva Rogre, Shravani Kulan, and Himakshi Reza. And our professor for guidance is Santosh Kumar, sir. So, next slide, please. So, agenda for this presentation, we will talk about our introduction, problem statement, objective, system architecture, system requirement, specification, pros and cons, result and decision, conclusion, and future scope and references. Next slide, please. As we know that today we live in a fast-paced world where convenience and efficiency have become a paramount. Local transport systems play a crucial role in daily lives of people, and the way we access and utilize these services is evolving. Gone to the days of standing in long queues to purchase the tickets or struggling with the paper-based system. As cities grow, so do the challenges of managing the transportation with the increasing traffic congestion and demand for seamless travel. We must turn into modern solutions. So, as we know that
Come to
urbanization.
come to this methodology.
Okay. Hello, next slide, please. Hello. So this is a problem statement basically. The absence of efficient booking system for local transport vehicle tickets and interest convenience and demanding creation of user-friendly platforms to simplify booking and optimizing community. Next slide. Next slide. So basically, this is our system architecture. Here you can see that this system architecture of electronic ticketing system comprises of components such as passenger, web mobile interface, ticketing system, ticketing machine, payment gateway, and transportation authorities. Passenger use the web mobile interface to purchase tickets and check the schedules, which communicates with the ticketing system via HTTPS and REST API. And of course, the ticketing system handles the ticket prices, purchases, validates tickets, and interacts with the payment gateway for secure transaction. And also the ticket machines validate the tickets and communicate with the ticketing system during the boarding. And the ticketing system also collaborates with the transportation authorities for data access, reports, and administrative tasks. This architecture ensures the efficient and secure management for local commuter transport. So next slide. So this is actually the activity diagram of our system. So the activity diagram illustrates the step-by-step flow of the activity in the electronic ticketing system for local commuter transport. Each rectangular node represents a specific action such as login, sign up, viewing tickets, selecting the destination, ticket purchase or validation, while the arrows depict the order in which these actions are executed. The decision points represented by the diamond signifies where different paths can be taken based on the specific condition, like payment, verification, or invalid details. Overall, the diagram offers a clear and concise overview of the entire ticketing process, enhancing the understanding of the system interaction and sequence of events. So, next slide. So this is our use case diagram for our system. The user can log in, which can be log in through direct to Google or Facebook account. Next one, a user can select state and city, then enter the starting point. Then user can also check for the buses availability and then select the bus and select AC or non-AC. Then also user can select a destination, then search for destination, then also adding all the necessary information. The admin has a specific task which admins can handle all the necessary information, of course update the system, then of course verify the tickets and generate the ticket and reserve the ticket. The user can also book the ticket, which includes the reserve ticket, and can download that ticket. And user for the payment, user can pay for the ticket and then download the ticket and select the UPI card payment. Then of course user can select the number of tickets, maybe one or more, depending on the user. And user can download the ticket which has a QR code in it. So next slide. So these are the some pros and cons for the system. So pros is like the convenient and easy to use. Second one is the cost saving. And third one is cashless purchasing. This no, it's totally on the UPI, so there is only online transaction. No cash is required. The more efficient and reduced fraud and seamless integration. So these are another one. These are the some cons, which are the difficult in finding a desired destination, dependency on technology. Of course, this completely a digitalized world, so we are depending on the technology. Next one is digital divide, and last one is learning curve. So next slide. So this is the result and discussion. Actually, this system evaluates various design, which is based on the functionality, user experience, performance, scalability, maintenance, and support. Our system analyzes system working, error rate, navigation layout, and user compatibility. Our system suggests the booking tickets for currently unavailable buses, unlike the others. And our system is a user-friendly approach for the ticket booking online and securing the seat with ease, because always in this world, people always tend to work in a seamless way. So it's better to be provide some product with this user-friendly UI. So next slide. So thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Conclude. Yes. Go for
Yes.
conclusion.
Talking about conclusion, enhanced ticketing process and convenience by unique QR code generation, eliminated the hassle of carrying the physical ticket, workload of employee reduced, reservation time and scam related booking resolved. And this system is aiming to align with the current upcoming technologies like integrating chats and voice assistants, adding convenient features for elder user friendly. Next slide. So these are the some references which we could help to make our research paper and of course our further project. Next slide. Next slide. So thank you for listening our presentation patiently, and we are really grateful to
Any
sorry sir.
friend?
Hello, pardon sir. We would like to conclude our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, sure, done. Okay, do we have our next presenter here?
Ma'am,
Rajesh Kumar.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, your paper is on performance analysis of 5G NRSL using classical scheduling algorithms and different MIMO, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, you can share your screen, please.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay, good afternoon, all of you. My name is Rajesh, and I'm going to present performance analysis of 5G NR cell using classical scheduling algorithm and different MIMOs. So these are the outline that we are going through. Starting from first 5G development, the 5G NR has been deployed in most of the countries nowadays, and it is cover basic three use case scenario of 5G. These scenario are EMBB, Enhanced Mobile Broadband Services, MMTC, Massive Machine Type of Communications, and URLLC, that is Ultra Reliable Low Latency Communication. Based on these different applications are available, like MMTC's work on vehicle to infrastructure, wearable devices, and EMBB work on the video calls. So basically 5G operate in downlink, uplink, and there will be a mix slot for transmission of data. And for this paper, we just consider the downlink scenario for transmission of the data from G node B to UE. where downlink means that we are getting the higher speed as comparison to the uplink, and we have enhanced their speed mechanism with the help of MIMO, that is multiple input and multiple output techniques. We can transmit our data simultaneously with the help of, if we increase the number of MIMO. And still we can also focus on beam forming and dynamic spectrum sharing that also optimize the downlink performance. So here for downlink communications, we can use both type of band. One is one sub 6 gigahertz band, and another we can use it millimeter wave bands. So both are operated on that one. But for here, we are just utilizing sub 6 gigahertz band. The scheduling algorithms play very important role when we are doing the downlink transmissions, because it uses a combination of channel state information, beam forming, and MIMO pre-coding to optimize the allocated ratios of the network performance. So it is a challenging task to decide it that what type of scheduling algorithm we are utilizing, so that the network efficiency can be achieved and lower latency will get and higher throughput can be achieved. So based on that, we just perform some experiment and we compare three classical scheduling algorithm, that is best CQI, professional, fair, and round robin. The major contribution of the work is related to the experiment analysis of different scheduling algorithm based on best CQI, professional, fair, and round robin. And we utilize different MIMO techniques here, 64 into 64, 32 to up to 8 into 8 on two different channel bandwidth, 20 megahertz and 100 megahertz. So this is the system model that we are utilized here. Here modulated symbol are present in, and we'll do the layer mapping. Based on that layer mapping, pre-coding technique will match the transmission layer to the physical antenna port. So basically here special multiplexing technique applied to the multi-layer transmissions, and that multi-layer transmission further map with the physical antenna with the help of the pre-coder. So once this thing is done, then G node B will transmit data based on the channel state information and reference signal. So based on that PMI and CQI value, G node B schedule the downlink transmission to the UE. And based on that, G node B decide that which modulation and coding technique to be applied to the transmission of the data. So these are the experimental setup we performed. We just transmit the 5 frame and we use symbol based scheduling, and the radius of G node B is 1500 meter, and number of RB 51 for 20 megahertz channel and 273 for the 100 megahertz channels. Subcarrier spacing we utilized here 30, and payload dimension is around 8 into one panel we are utilizing. Scheduling algorithm, best CQI, RR, and PF algorithm, and these are the different MIMO that we are utilizing, starting from 8 into 8 to 64. So based on that experimental setup, we just design or some graphic based on the peak throughput. So you can observe from here in the graph the peak DL throughput here on different MIMO from 64 to 8 into 8, and peak DL throughput are higher as compared to the 100 megahertz band channel. So here we achieved around 2.7 gigahertz bandwidth in uh, the channel of 100 megahertz and around 500 Mbps. One thinks the all the scheduling algorithm are perform equally in the peak DL throughput, but for the achieve average throughput, we can see here the 60 into 64 MIMO, we will achieve the average DL throughput around 57 Mbps, and for the 8 into 8 this throughput for the best CQI, we achieve around 37 Mbps. So basically on 100 megahertz we are getting the higher throughput, and as compared to all these three scheduling algorithm, best CQI is performing higher as compared to round robin and professional fair algorithm. Now, same case with the block error ratio. Block error ratios depend on number of erroneous block transmitted over the channel, and that the best CQI algorithm have the lowest BLR rate as comparison to the round robin and professional fair algorithm. These scenarios will represent about the buffer status report, that how much buffer the data is holding by the G node B while transmission of 4 different users. So you can see here user 1 that is near to the G node B have higher signal quality will achieve the higher resource sharing percentage. So these are the some of the scenario. Based on that, we summarize this, that the best CQI algorithm provide higher throughput as compared to the round robin and TF, but it does not support the fairness. But a round robin algorithm is good options for when we are transmitting a lower data rate, like for IoT devices. In the other hand, PF algorithm is average performance that work on the weight management system concept and achieve fairness among the user. But the major difference is here, best CQI is not supporting fairness, but PF will provide fairness among the user. And higher BLR is the important ratios that we can consider while implementing the when we are comparing the throughput of these different scheduling algorithm. And higher BLR in this algorithm, again it will measure the incorrect value of CQI, which significantly reduce system throughput. So this is the conclusion. Experiment results indicate that the highest throughput was achieved with 64 into 64 MIMO using best CQI scheduling algorithm, and major challenge was observed with the help of lower downlink achieve spectral efficiency in 100 megahertz channel bandwidth with higher MIMO. So basically in 100 megahertz channel bandwidth, we are achieving lower spectral efficiency as compared to 20 megahertz channel. It is due to maybe the noise problem or some other factors are also involved on that. So this is about the conclusion, and these are the references that I used for preparing this paper. Thank you very much from my side.
Thank you. Thank you for your presentation. All right, we'll move further. We have our next presenter, Sanket, who will be presenting a paper on Devanagari handwritten character recognition using deep learning and neural network. Okay, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Please share your screen.
Is it visible? Is it visible?
Yes, it is visible. You can start.
Okay. So hello everyone. So my name is Sanket Uzgare. I am currently pursuing my engineering, computer engineering from JSPM Saraswati College. So topic of my today's presentation is the Devanagari handwritten character recognition using deep learning and neural network, which is prepared by my group members and guided by Professor Dhanraj Dave. So the agenda of this PPT is that firstly introduction, motivation, problem statement, objective, literature survey, observation, system architecture, methodology and algorithm, and then conclusion. So introduction. So in recent years, the field of pattern recognition and machine learning has witnessed a remarkable advancement, particularly in the domain of character recognition with applications like a digitization of historical documents and automated address reading. So Devanagari script is one of the challenging linguistical rich script, so with which having intricate shapes and diverse writing styles due to the variations by individuals. So the motivation is to the preservation of a cultural heritage by digitization of historical documents. To overcoming the complexities of Devanagari script, the individuals with a visual impairments or a reading difficulties can benefit from this, and to efficient information retrieval. So the problem statement is that the Devanagari script as a complex and highly stylized writing system used for language such as Hindi, Sanskrit, Marathi, and many more. So the handwritten Devanagari character recognition presents a significant challenge due to the variations in writing styles. Using a deep learning and the neural network techniques, we can efficiently recognize the characters. So the primary objective is to design and develop and implement a system which will efficiently recognize the characters, and the associative objective is that recognizing the character with accuracy, efficiency in the real-time processing, and integration with application such as the digitization. So these are the some base paper which will be considered for this literature survey, which consists of the optical character recognition for English handwritten text using recurrent neural network, the recognition of a doctor's cursive handwritten medical record by using a bidirectional LSTM.
Go for methodology.
Hello, sir.
It is methodology.
So second, the recognition of a doctor's cursive handwritten medical records by using a bidirectional LSTM and SRP data augmentation, and then comparative study on the perception performance of a handwritten and Korean of English using the machine learning. So the observation on this literature survey is that the deep learning models may struggle to accurately recognize the rare character, and they are more rely on the large and diverse data sets, and the overfitting due to the noisy data in the background can lead to reduce the performance of these models. So this is our proposed architecture, which we can efficiently recognize the handwritten Devanagari character, where the dataset will be trained on the dataset, and that input taken from the user will be processed and the segmentation and given to the classifier, so that it will be recognize the character and give the output as a web page. So this is the methodologies and the algorithm. So firstly, the data selection and the pre-processing. So here we are using the Devanagari character dataset, which consists of the total 92,000 images, in which 78,000 images will be considered for the training and the 13,000 will be considered for the testing. Second is that the feature extraction, in which we are selecting the relevant features for the from the image. Then we are using the segmentation to check that there are the multiple characters present or not, and then detection and the prediction of a character, where we are predicting the character using a CNN, which is a deep learning approach, and then post processing, which apply the removing the common mistakes, and then evaluation, where we'll be are using the precision recall and F1 score like a confusion matrix technique, which will be evaluating our system. And finally, the conclusion and the future scope, where we see that the deep learning techniques will be useful for Devanagari handwritten character recognition, and the combination of this network will be helpful to recognize the character efficiently. And future scope is that improving the model architecture by enhancing the accuracy and the efficiency, and developing the system that will be developing a web application that will be efficiently recognize the system. And that's, thank you. Can I stop sharing?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have our next presenter here, Kaushika Varsha, who will be presenting a paper on generation of smart power with the aid of piezo electric sensors. Yeah. So,
Good afternoon, ma'am.
good
Can I share
afternoon.
my screen?
Yeah, you can share your screen, please.
Ma'am, is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, it's visible. You can start.
Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Varsha. So today I'm here to present a paper of generation of smart power with the aid of piezoelectric sensors under the guidance of Kaushalya Nandan sir. So these are the contents that I'm going to discuss in this today's session. So coming to the abstract, we have got numerous methods for existing generating power. Like we can generate power using natural resources such as water, wind, thermal energy, and solar energy. As we all know that sunlight is a major source of energy. So we are generating power using solar energy. But as we all know, world population is increasing day by day, and the need of power is also increases. So we need to find an alternative solution to generate power. So in this proposed model, we are generating power with the help of piezoelectric sensors, that too in an eco-friendly manner. Like we all know that there are so many power plants which releases various power pollution. So our proposed model is an eco-friendly manner. So this is the proposed model. So These are some existing models. As I said earlier, we can generate power using water and thermal power generation using solar energy. And one more thing is power generation using footstep. So coming to the proposed model, we are generating power with the help of piezoelectric sensor. So whenever we try to place the piezoelectric sensor under the road, so whenever the vehicle passes or a human being passes over the road, due to the pressure exerted on the road, the piezoelectric sensor, because of its phenomenon, it generates electricity, and that generated electricity can be stored in some of the batteries, so that can be used for various applications. So complete proposed model has been done with the help of Arduino and LabVIEW. So this is the flow chart of our proposed model. So when we initialize the Arduino, whenever the vehicle passes by, pressure gets exerted on the piezoelectric sensors. So these can be stored in the charger batteries. And in our proposed model, we have used a battery of 3.7 volts. So in order to boost up the voltage, we have used a LiPo charger model, which helps in boosting up the voltage, so that the battery stored power can be used for various applications. So for example, some application may not be sufficient for the help of 3.7 volt battery. So as we have used LiPo charger module, it can be used for various applications. So for knowing the voltage and current values that we have obtained can be seen in the LabVIEW. So LabVIEW is one of the software platform where we can develop a graphical programming interface, and thus we can see the output of current and voltage value that get produced with the help of the piezoelectric sensors. So this is the implementation part. So we have taken 6 piezoelectric sensors that are connected in a parallel manner, and the power obtained from piezoelectric sensors can be converted to AC to DC with the help of rectifiers, and that the generated power is stored in the battery of 3.7 volt battery. And to increase the, as I said earlier, to increase the voltage, we have used a charger module. And the output of the rectifier is also given to the voltage sensor and current sensors. So in order to read the values of voltage and current obtained with the help of the piezoelectric sensors. So this is the software implementation. So the obtained values of current and voltage can be seen in the software tool named as LabVIEW. So we have communicated with the serial communication with the Arduino and LabVIEW, so that we can see the voltage and current values in the LabVIEW software. So this is a block diagram of our proposed model. And these are the results. So whenever when the pressure is not applied to the piezoelectric sensor, the current value remains 0. And when we applied the pressure to the piezoelectric sensors, we are obtaining the voltage of 3.9 volts and current of 1 milliamp. And this is how the prototype. So whenever we try to pressure the piezoelectric sensor, we are able to generate the power, and that is fed to the LED, so that we can see the blinking of the light. So coming to the applications, in future we can place under the road and beneath the road, and can be used for lighting up the street lights, and can be used for charging the mobile phones. And you can also place these piezoelectric sensors in the pavement, so that whenever the person or person passes by, that can due to the pressure, it can be stored in the batteries. So coming to the conclusion, this proposed model helps to generate power easily with the help of the sensors, and can be stored stored in the batteries, and can be used for various applications. So these are some of the differences. Thank you. Ma'am.
Yeah, Kaushika, sorry about that. Thank you so much. Thank you for your presentation. If any participants have any questions or suggestions, they can drop a message in the chat forum as well. Yeah. Okay, so we have our next presenter with us, Sumed Pathi. Are you here?
Yes, I am here.
Yeah, you would be presenting a paper on smart bus real-time tracking system using GSM and GPS module. All right. You can
Yes.
share your screen.
Is the screen visible?
Not yet.
Is it now?
Yeah, it's visible now.
Okay, so good morning, ma'am. I'm here to present my paper Smart Bus Real-Time Tracking System using GSM and GPS model under the guidance of Kapil Mundada, sir. So here basically goal to main problem over here was since the public transportation is used, this has been increased. So we wanted to make the experience for the commuters as seamless as possible. Because nowadays, whenever there's people are waiting in line for the buses, they don't know whether the bus will arrive or not, and they are not able to make informed decisions if they have to take other means of transport. So here we have tried to address this issue so that the users can make informed decisions. So the tools used in our project were hardware, were Arduino Uno. It is the Atmega 328P microprocessor serves as the foundation for the Arduino Uno board. Then we have used GSM SIM 800L. It is a low power quad band GSM or GPRS module, which enables wireless communication capabilities for embedded systems. And we have GPS Neo 6. It is a global navigation satellite system receiver module, which is commonly used in various embedded applications such as vehicle tracking. And here we'll be using it to track the bus. And on the software side,
Go to the results. Go to the results.
So here is the result we have. We actually have, there are two parts in the system. There's the user side and there's the hardware side, which is in the bus. So the hardware side, which is integrated in the bus, will give the real-time location of the bus, and the user will access the website and he'll select the location and the bus number. So and the user's location will be transmitted on the website, and there he'll also receive the location of the bus, and which we can estimate the real-time real-time location, and we can estimate how much time it will take for the bus to be there at that location, and if not that bus, when the next bus will arrive over there. So if the user thinks that he or she might the bus is in time, so he or she can wait over there, or they can opt for any other modes of transport. And if this information can also be given to the transport authorities so that they can manage the fleets efficiently, and if they can see if a bus there has been a breakdown or not, and they have to deploy another bus there or not. So it will help the transport authorities as well. So this is the result, how the web page looks on the user side. And the conclusion is this paper discusses the features and benefits of GPS and GSM based real-time bus monitoring system. And that's all from my side.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the presentation. It was a good presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Do we have Yashwant here?
Yes, ma'am. Yashwant Ugler here.
Yes. You will be presenting a paper on skin cancer image augmentation technique using AI, a survey of the state of the art, right?
Right.
Are you ready? You can share your screen.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. So my paper is skin cancer image augmentation techniques, and we have done a state-of-the-art survey. I am Yashwant Ugler and Dr. Muzad Madam are presenting this paper. We are the authors. Now, this is the agenda for today's discussion. Let me introduce the key points in this paper. So there are limitations of skin cancer datasets which bother us qualitatively and quantitatively, and it creates a problem in training. CNN models perform well in the skin cancer classifications. Deep learning models require more data to improve the performance of model, and to generate that huge amount of data, we need data augmentation. Data augmentation technique generate more data using existing data to help improvement in the performance of deep learning frameworks. Basic data augmentation algorithms can do the data augmentation. There are GAN and VAE, which we will discuss which we have surveyed and discussed in the paper. Now, there is a discussion on validity of models which are trained with augmented data because we are creating fake images out of the data set and using them for training purpose. So, how the valid model is? So, this discussion is important to in medical fields. Models are playing critical role for investigations. So, this discussion is also will do. Now, motivation for doing skin cancer is we want to detect skin cancer in its early stages, and we have to solve the this data augmentation paper is addressing the scarcity of data. That is, the medical data is not sufficient these days, and it creates problem during training. So, importance of data augmentation to develop the robust system for the same purpose of skin cancer detection. After data augmentation, the performance of models we have witnessed the results, it improved, and it is also contributing to improve the model performance in critical systems like cancer detections. Now, here we have the methodology of supervised learning technique. Programming languages are Python, TensorFlow. Dataset we have studied are for skin cancer and 10,000 with 10,000 photos. Then IC dataset with 27 images and PS square dataset with 200 images. And CNN architectures we experimented so far on CNN, VGT16, VG19, RSNet, Inception V3, and BaseNet. This is the brief. Briefly, I will take you through the CNN architecture. This is the input layer, and at last we will see red color output layer. In between are hidden layer, and hidden layers are the convolution layer followed by a filling layer. Now, this convolution one layer followed by max filling layer, followed by convolution two layer max filling layer. We have a flattened layer and base layer, and after that we get output. So, what is job of convolution layer is to extract the feature. Feature extraction create feature map, and which is huge and it occupies the disk space. So, max filling layer selectively select the features and pass it to the next convolution layer. Again, we apply the filters and the reduced feature map get constructed, and because of max filling again it get reduced further. Then we flatten the final features and pass it to the densely, and then classification happens. So here is the architecture, the local image data set. In pre-processing itself, we do the data augmentation also, and we do the pre-processing of augmented images and pass it to the for training the model, and we achieve the final classification, and we can do the validation making some by testing through some input images. Now, in the survey, so we have flipping, rotating, and cropping techniques for doing the data augmentation. Also, color grading, age enhancement, and CPCA. This can also do the data augmentation. So all these six are data augmentation techniques. We apply flipping, rotation, and cropping. And color grading we are not applied. Age enhancement also not applied, and CPCA is not yet applied. Now, this after applying the augmentation over data sets, we found the improvement in the results. Now, here is some discussion to summarize it quickly because it's a text. So, CNN can overcome data space limitations, and here some deep learning models like GAN, generative big data augmentation and generative models that is GAN. They can be used for augmentation of images. So they create a similar images, and it will not create distortion. When we use these models for medical learning data augmentation of images, it will not create much problems in the data set. It will then just add on to the data set, similar images will be generated, and with some variations, and that will help it. And it will not create the problems. because when we can see a noise injection, so we can treat a false image as noise. We are injecting noise. So how we do this? So when we get a medical image, uh, uh, that time if noise is present in that image, so it will be considered it by allow the brain to be robust with the noise. Therefore, we inject noise. Otherwise, if we do pure testing, pure images and pure testing, so most of the time in real life, images are noisy. So we must inject noise. Image cropping, we crop the images and insert crop images in the dataset. This also helps this optimization technique. Then we do geometric transformations like scaling, translating, rotating, reflecting, sharing, temporal, perspective transforms, etc. These are geometric transformations. Color transformations, we transfer the colors. Random erasing, we use some part of data, combination of two images. So this is also one technique. It appears very hard, but if we combine over two images, this is also generating an augmented image and it helps improve the accuracy. Now kernel filters are also there. So for identifying the blur and images, so this, those images also, augmented images can also improve the accuracy. Then there are some basic augmentation models, GAN and AI. So here variously identified as we call GAN and GAN means Maybe other swimming methods. So here, both these models help in the data augmentation. So details I'll skip now. Now, there are challenges. When we generate, as we discussed earlier, two models, it's good to have generation of augmented data because it is a medical domain product. So we get these augmented images through the models. Now, here are some challenges. Deep learning performance with imbalanced data sets. So instead of taking studies like penalty or false negative with tiny skin version, so our unbalanced data set often deep learning system performances and better. Now, but here no skin measures. So there is a problem of imbalanced data sets. So we should deal with that. Now, second problem, clinical metadata and medical history of patients. So this should be also considered difference with the classes. So skin measures with class vary in color, attribute, texture, size, and location. So they are subjective in appearance. And now suppose there are 8 classes, so we can see that in all the classes the number of images are not same. We get some more different.
Come to the conclusion, please.
Okay, conclusion. Opportunity zone. So conclusion, data augmentation improve the data sets, and in this study we examine by performing real experimentation with augmentation and deep learning models work on overfitting and perform better. Because of augmentation, the overfitting problem is solved. So thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for your presentation.
Any questions?
No questions.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have our next presenter with us. Annam Rohan Venkata
Yes,
Sai,
ma'am.
are you ready now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, share your screen, please.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Annam Rohan Venkatsai. Today's project topic is design and salary system using wireless technology. Coming to the abstract, the aim is to framework, manage and control crowds in public places during seasonal gathering, requiring the reducing the spread of the pandemic. It compares to the relays, sensors, management, and interface in between individual issuing warnings for social distance violation. Overall, the goal is to public safety and the pandemic impact of crowd places. Proposed system is set up in the wireless Wi-Fi module sensors and buzzer into the think pins channel. This is the prototype of it. In the loop function, the system continuously checks that if 30 seconds has escaped since last think speak channel updates. If the timer delays the Wi-Fi module connects to the Wi-Fi network, the ultrasonic sensor measures the distance and the data will be uploaded to the pins channel. Additionally, if the measured distance is less than 13 centimeters, the buzzer will be activated. This is the block diagrams of the proposed systems. These are the parts of the prototypes. In conclusion, the proposed solution offers crowd management benefit in both public and private spaces, which has specific social benefits. High quality camera sensors for people can take advantage of this transformation at very low cost. Thank you. These are some differences.
Yes, nowadays what we must add, yeah. Okay.
So,
This one was the last presentation.
Yes, sir. Okay, so we have come to the end of the technical session. I thank all the authors and presenters for their excellent contribution in our 8th version of the conference, and as well as the previous session, previous sessions as well. I hope to see in the 9th version of the conference as well. And before I just end up, I would like to thank our session chair, Professor Mahipal Singh Diora, for chairing the session. Thank you so much, sir. This is from our side, a token of appreciation from our side.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So I just would request the participants to just turn on their cameras for a quick snapshot, please. Just a minute. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Take care, everyone. Bye. See you.
Thank you. Thank you.
bye, ma'am.